Greetings, I'm Caffeine Ranger. I'm back with more Van Helsing. Yeah, I'm gonna shorten that title because it's a bit of a tongue twister to say. Last time we got to town and I explained a lot of systems in this game. And now we're gonna have a couple cutscenes and pick up a couple quests. So let's go ahead and get to it.
What is that?
You didn't recognize it? That's the ink.
The dark material of creation and dreams. But that's a myth.
Borgova is the only place where the ink leaks through the cracks of the world.
So you can enter the ink here?
Yes, and then you can travel below or behind this world and appear at certain places. That's the ink walk.
Oh, you mean teleport.
That is such a cliched word.
Yeah, teleport is a cliched word, but calling it ink walk doesn't seem hokey. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn in our quest.
Welcome, stranger, my lady.
And a good day to you. We must get to Borgova. The bridge has collapsed.
Then you need to talk to the village mayor, who knows the pathway through the forest.
And where do I find him?
He went out to investigate a wagon that got lost on the forest road with some valuables. He hasn't returned yet.
It's never that easy, my dear Van Helsing.
No, it isn't. But we do level up. So, once again, put one in a grenade lob. I'm going to put one in a pocket mechanoid to have a little bit of extra fun. A little bit of extra damage is always nice. Even though it does cause a little bit of trouble from time to time, but I'll get into that in a bit when it happens. And let's see. We already have Lady Katarina paralyzing people in theory. A little bit of extra duration, or if we only get one of these and put all three of our rage points into it, that actually turns into a 75% chance that a new one is created when this is killed or disappears. So that's not bad. I think I'll use that. And we will assign it. Oh, it would help if I didn't click off. There we go. Once again, 1 point. We'll put two there, one there, and do we need more mana yet? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and put one more into luck. And Lady Katarina also leveled up. As you can see, I haven't even sold yet. I'll do that in just a moment. It's literally just a one click. Skills. I want to pick up some defense for Van Helsing. 4% isn't huge, at least at this point in the game, but it's not bad. And let's see, I haven't planned out my build per se, like you probably would if you were playing this through a second time or a third time, because once again, this is a blind let's play, but also I want to keep the element of exploration as well, so I haven't looked too in-depth at these. I do know some of these early abilities, but not the later ones. Or at least not in depth. So we are going to be kind of playing things, winging it, I guess is the proper term. So we'll pick up some extra paralyzation, a couple more points in body. We'll do one in luck. There we go. And we also picked up a new perk, or the choice of a new perk. I think it is extended durability since we picked up the pocket mechanoid. Here's our stash. It's shared between all of our characters. So if I really wanted to, I could put this cloak and the hunter stuff in here and pick it up with another character, but I'm not really worried about that. So let's go ahead and sell. There we go. Don't have enough to buy anything. Not that I really think buying anything's really a great idea, at least at this stage. Because you swap out items fairly quickly in action RPG. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit the message board real quick.
Adventuring party needs a healer. What is this?
I haven't a clue. A hat, a leather coat, and a whip for sale. Good condition, slightly worn.
I already have a hat. Still, a whip could have been useful at the bridge.
Yeah, and you could also trade it for an idol. Nice Indiana Jones reference. Is that a two-headed cow or two cows together? I never even noticed that.
Moo? Moo. I said moo. Fine. Yes, I can talk. So what? Leave me be. Moo you.
I'm sorry, I never noticed that before. I guess I just kind of assumed that was just a cow there, but not a two-headed one. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick up the next quest.
Proper hunter, at last. And suddenly someone appreciates me.
Bah! They all forgot that monsters are dangerous. That's what peace does to you.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about Borgova?
Talk to the alchemist, if you can. But the Romany travelers put a curse on him, so he can't speak anymore.
Oh, they love curses. It's nice to see that they are sticking to tradition.
Katarina, please. How can I help that poor man?
Go to the Romany tribe and ask them to remove the curse.
Okay, we just have one more thing in town that I happened upon before, and then we're done.
I think we need all three. Whatever that's missing from here.
Oh, that's right, I have to click on him.
Who was this man?
This is the statue of King Borislav the Just.
Just Borislav, as we say around here.
He used to be a great king, the last mortal who could rule Borgovia, before he disappeared into the ink.
And why are there empty holes at his feet?
That, my friend, is a true mystery.
Well, obviously we have to collect something for it. In my previous playthroughs, oh well, not really playthroughs, but testing, did happen to find one, so I can at least show you where that is. Let's go ahead and head off to Croakwood. But yeah, I found one. I'm pretty sure it's static, so maybe I'll happen upon all three in my travels. I don't know if they're in this area, all of them, or if they're randomized or how it is. Speaking of randomization, well, as the game finally teaches me about the rage bar, but that's not really important now. The game, one downside of the game is that the maps aren't randomized at all. The only thing that's even randomized, but yeah, beyond the obvious loot. Ooh, I could use a hat. The only thing that's randomized beyond the loot is a couple instances of monster arenas and some of the buffs that are present on the map. Outside of that, the game is static, which may or may not be a deal killer for you, depending on how you feel about it. Because there is the argument that you're not going to have the oddities that random map generation would otherwise bring, but at the same time, you're going to have some, well, really no replay value once you know what's going on. Ooh.
Suspicious citizen detected. Surrender.
Oh, I'll use the pocket mechanoid for this.
Oh, a gruesome puzzle. Let me see. The wagon was attacked by the soldiers.
And werewolves.
No, the distribution of the paw prints is all wrong. They just rushed in and out.
Did you just say distribution?
And this track here?
Is deeper. The beast was carrying someone. I'm impressed.
As you should be.
Right. Let's go find us a werewolf lair.
But like I was saying, with the map, it's not randomizing at all. I think I was still on the randomization. I got kind of caught off guard by the cutscene triggering there. It never triggered like that before on me, at least in my brief testing. You still have the feel of the handcrafted maps, which completely gets rid of the problem that some map randoms, or poor map randomization, I should say, otherwise would have. But at the same time, you don't have the replay value, so it's really a trade-off. What do you want? To have a really good first playthrough, or know where everything is the second time around? Outside of course, the random finding of items. Speaking of random finding of items, yeah, I'll use that gun. It has more damage. Even though I do give up some protection and some health. Let's go ahead and split things up to try to get them off of me, because these things have a ton of health, actually. Oh, great. That's not good. Yeah, sorry, I'm focusing a little bit because I lost my companion just now. There we go. As you could read, when Katarina dies, she enters a weakened state and will revive. And at least at this point in the game, it's about a minute, so it's not terribly long, but it can be troublesome if I get into a big fight. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds while she recovers. In the meantime, I do have to go down here and pick up a quest that I nearly walked off without. Uh-oh. And I triggered some wolves. Once again, pretty standard fare. They do throw a lot more monsters at you than I'm really used to, but then again, I don't have a huge pedigree in this genre.
At last, someone with proper weapons. Get me out of this unholy forest alive, and I will be grateful.
I'm afraid I can't do that. My path leads me straight to the heart of darkness.
Right. To the darkness, then. Could you at least escort me to the Romany camp?
Well, we're headed to the Romany camp anyway, so let's go.
I could do that, yes.
Yeah, but like I was about to say, it does feel like they throw a lot more monsters at you than other action RPGs. Or at least in the opening areas. Maybe things changed later on to have less of a huge battle going on. Oh, well, I drew his attention. There we go. Some boots. And a wolf paw. Always take a wolf paw. And that is a pair of nice boots. Once again, I feel a bit bad about doing inventory management on screen, but I pretty much have to. Otherwise, it feels a bit cheap. Or the experience feels a bit cheap, and I should say. Roast these guys. Let's head immediately to the camp. And not goof around. Because we have to head there anyway for the other quest. It's just over this way, I think. Yeah, you can see grenade lobs actually tearing these things apart, but it's just the AoE ability from the torch is a lot handier at times as well. Like that. Yeah, it's this way. I do wish the map was had a little bit further range on how far it shows. That the fog of war would lift a bit further, but it's something that you have to just deal with, I guess. And got 5 points in this, so I can pick up the concussion grenade, which will allow me to knock guys down if I hit them for more than 25% of their maximum health, which for these guys is a lot of them. Once again, one body, a couple in dexterity. And we'll go ahead and pick up another point in magic. or willpower for some more magic power. Yeah, there's a good well, I actually one-shot him, so that's not a good example. Let's go ahead and head immediately to the Romney camp. You can hear him in the distance. And there we are.
We made it! I can hardly believe it. Thank you, stranger.
Take care.
Got a rare artifact and a skill point out of that. Which the skill point will go into... Where to put the skill point? That's actually a good question. We have the Caliptrop grenades, which would help it if which will help if I'm getting a little bit over my head, but I think I'm actually may just put another point into torch. Yeah, torch sounds like a good idea actually. And we got another perk available. Pyrotechnician, I believe it is. But we also have a quest to pick up here.
Good day to you, sir.
No greetings for me? Where are your manners?
I didn't send you away with a warning sign, did I? Well then.
I came on behalf of the village alchemist. I ask you to remove the curse you put on the poor man.
But that was a rightful curse. He said we were frauds. In the name of science.
It might even be true, but he has suffered enough, and I need his help.
We could come to an agreement, you know. You and me.
What do you want?
I have all sorts of strange trophies from all sorts of strange creatures, see? In my traveling cabinet of curiosities, I need the skull of the legendary Snowpelt.
I help you, you help me.
A traveling cabinet of curiosities. That sounds like a hell of a name for a band, doesn't it? And I'm pretty sure that was the... Yeah, that's the quest item, so it's... At least in the couple times I've found it, has been in this area, so I think it's pretty much static. I never did get into what essences are they? Did I? I guess I'll finish off the video with that, then call it a day. At least call it a day here, and then head off for more adventures next time. Essences are basically just item enhancements that could be put into items, or only certain items that have a essence capacity, like these gloves. But you can also remove them for a price. So they're very temporary, or you're encouraged to use them, but at the same time, they're also a gold sink. So I'm going to hold on to them for now and wait for a good item. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we picked up. I'm pretty sure this is actually what we got from the quest, and that is pretty damn nice. We'll be using that. Can't use these. I think I'd rather use this over the other, so we'll give that to the extra armor to Lady Katarina, and be done with it. I'm not going to hold on to the gloves anymore. I mean, you can see the essence capacity 13, and on the essence it costs 5 to use, so I could only put really 2 essences on it, so I don't think it's worth holding on to. We'll find better things later on. And I'm going to send her off.
You'll never see these things again.
And I'm going to go ahead and call things here. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shorter episode, but not nearly as talky and getting into the mechanics of the game. Next time we'll be hunting Snowpelt and other werewolves. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.